All right, welcome back, guys. I am the Brick Scavenger. If you are new here, I buy up old Lego collections and then try to put sets back together, try to find old treasures that are inside, and then to fund the habit, we sell off some of the stuff that we find, and then we put some of the other stuff into our own city. Just kind of a fun Lego adventure overall. My daughter and I are having a blast doing it, and I hope you're following along and enjoying it yourself. As I go through some of these old collections, I find some very strange things. In some cases, you find the typical Mega Block or Candy Wrapper or Army Man, you know, things that just kind of get thrown into this stuff. And so we throw all that away. But sometimes I find some very strange Lego pieces. Things that I don't even know if they're Lego or not, and you have to do some homework on them to find out what they are. So that brings me to this video series. I was thinking it would be a lot of fun to share with you guys some strange old Lego pieces that I find through some of these scavenges. And some of you hardcore Lego fans may know what they are, be familiar with them, and even roll your eyes at me for thinking that they're super cool. But for those of you casual fans out there, you may have never seen some of these Lego pieces before. So I'm hoping this video series will be a lot of fun for you guys, and it'll be fun for me for sure to kind of learn some Lego history, learn about some old sets, learn about some old pieces. So I hope you guys enjoy. Follow along. All right, so that brings me to my first strange Lego piece for this video series. As you can guess, I've gone through a lot of loose Lego from these various collections and found all sorts of things. But this piece stuck out as one I wanted to share with you guys. Now, some of you Lego experts may be familiar with this piece. Some of you may have never seen it before. I had never seen it before. I thought it was really cool. In fact, I actually thought it was trash. So I had to look more carefully at the piece to make sure it had one of those little Lego logos on it, as well as the 4 or 5 digit code to see what it was and find out if it was even Lego. So here it is. This piece looks like, when you're going through lots of Lego and you're not familiar, it looks like trash. The color's actually not as vibrant nor as shiny as I'm used to it being. Okay, so this is actually called the minifigure utensil jack, and it is indeed a Lego piece. I don't know if I'll be able to get enough focus on this thing for you to see this piece number. You can just barely read out the 4627. And this is actually a series of pieces that come together, but it's kind of a fun piece. This was produced, I believe, from 1984 to 2003. It appears in 32 different Lego sets during that era. The vast majority of them are blue. I think 31 of the 32 sets that this is in have it in the blue color. There is one set where it comes in yellow. But this thing is designed to be a jack, where a minifigure would come in and use this piece to, whoops, let's see if I can do it. It's hard to do on camera. Grab onto this and pump this thing so that you could, have a car and an oil change or something like that. If you had to raise it up to change a tire or change the oil, you could pump that, and the other side is where the car would be lifted up. So these you're going to find in a lot of garage type sets. But this thing hasn't been produced in 15 years. So it was very cool when I found this thing in this Lego collection, because I was not expecting to find anything like this. In fact, I didn't even know this thing existed. So that's one of the side perks to finding these Lego collections and going through them. You find some very unusual stuff. I don't know that this is collectible or valuable, but it is a piece of Lego history for sure. All right, so just for fun, here's an example of what this might look like. It's a little bit hard to stage this perfectly, and I know I'm crossing over some themes here. But you can imagine President Business with a flat tire, and he needs to jack up his car. Here is the car from High Speed Chase set 60007. And President Business looks a little upset and irritated that he's gotten this flat tire. So this is what this piece would be used for, this jack. It kind of works. To jack up the car, the minifigure has to kind of have the jack come off the ground, or if the jack is on the ground, the minifigure kind of goes flying a little bit and he's in the air. But you get the general idea. Very fun piece of history. Notably, this piece makes a couple of early appearances in the mid-1980s. In 1985, this piece appears in a set called The Garage. And then again in 1986, it appears in the service station. So a lot of fun here. I don't think this piece has been produced since 2003, so it's probably tough to find unless you've got old Lego collections or you go seek it out on some place where you can buy Lego like a Bricklink or an eBay. But fun to find it. We will definitely find a good place for this thing in our city somewhere. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little bit of Lego history. Subscribe and like to follow our Lego journey. I am the Brick Scavenger, always having fun with some Lego.